With filter coffee, you have to do a lot more measuring to make sure that you're doing it the right way. You're using the right kind of brew ratio and stuff. So what we're going to aim for is a 500ml brew. So we're going to have 500ml roughly of coffee in the end. And we're going to use a brew ratio of roughly 60 grams per litre. So if we're only using 500 ml, then it's 30 grams of coffee. Next thing we have to do is just preheat the Chemex and also preheat the pouring kettle. So the first thing I'm doing is just rinsing the filter paper to get rid of any papery taste. You don't want the filter to impart any different flavours on the coffee. Generally speaking, water weighs 1 gram per milliliter. So 1 gram is 1 ml, so it's quite easy to judge when you're weighing out coffee. So the first thing we're going to do is just pour roughly double the weight of water to grind coffee into there. So we're going to pour 60 grams of water onto the coffee, just to let it bloom. So we're just going to add water. I'm trying to weight all the coffee evenly. It almost looks like a crema, so it's like nice and golden, and you can see the bubbles coming through from the centre. Yeah, so that's telling us that the coffee's fresh. Stale coffee won't do that. We're going to let that drain away, so you can see it drying out a little bit, which is roughly the 30-second mark. And then I'm just going to start adding coffee very slowly up to the 300 gram mark. So I'm starting in the centre and I'm moving gradually outwards in a circular motion, trying to avoid pouring against the sides of the paper. And at 300. I'm going to give that roughly 20 seconds to drain down. You can see already how clear that coffee looks. It looks so clean. Like with a cafetiere, for instance, you get a lot of sediment through because it's not a filtered process. So I'm just adding water again. This time I'm going to fill it up and add the rest of the water to take it up to 500 ml. So I've gone slightly over 500, but that's okay. And then we just have to wait for that to drain down. So you can see that it's gradually draining away. What we're looking for is to have as little coffee stuck to the sides of the filter up high as possible. We want to finish off with a nice kind of flat bed of coffee, just like with what we started with. It's a little bit lumpy, which maybe just tells me my grind's a little bit too fine. Also, we're just over the 4-minute mark, so we want to be somewhere around the 3.5-minute mark. So that is another indicator that my grind's too fine. It's taking too long to pass through. So all the principles of coarse grind and finely ground coffee, water pouring through quickly, water pouring through too slowly, are applicable to every brew method. Yeah. So if your water's draining too fast, your grind's too coarse, or you don't have enough coffee. It's exactly the same for espresso. You can see how it looks, that really nice amber colour.
Like tea.
Yeah, it looks like tea. Yeah, exactly. So feel free to have a taste if you like. Okay, I wouldn't say there's any bitterness.
It smells nice.
Yeah, it smells good.
I can sense some cocoa in it.
I find that really easy to drink.
Yeah.
It's not very offensive. Clean. Yeah, it's really clean. Yeah, exactly. Quite refreshing. It doesn't have that intensity and that darkness of like a really dark roast. You know, that's where the kind of light roast plays out a little bit.
I don't drink black coffee.
Yeah.
This is really proper nice. It does taste like a stronger tea.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
Good stuff.